Hi guys, welcome to another easy build video. I love playing these and making these. That was a bad sentence. Actually, today I'm really excited to play Tychus because he just got changed. Before, his In the Rhythm used to really go well with That's the Stuff because you'd heal you as you were doing it. Now the heal is afterwards. So in theory, if you get this up to like 7 seconds, which isn't that hard, you wouldn't be getting any healing for 7 seconds. So nanosteel coating and spray and pray have kind of grown in popularity. So I'm excited to give this a shot. I'm not sure how this is going to go because his range also got nerfed. His range also got nerfed. So I haven't played him since these changes. So this is actually really nice. The weird part about making these easy difficulty build videos is when these heroes get changed, because then does your build video stop being relevant. So as best as I can, I try to make ones that will survive the test of time. Unless they get reworked, then I'll just have to go back and redo the video, but whatever. I just realized it looks like he's got a bear on his armor. Yeah, let's go with the one with Widowmaker on it. So we're going to jump into the game and hopefully get kind of... Well, it's really hard. I mean, typically, guys, when I pick an assassin, I get like an all-assassin game. I'd rather not, but we'll see.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Okay.
What?
So...
What's
Okay.
this?
Ooh,
A hero has left the battle.
awesome. So, our team is Gul'dan, who's now a bot, Nazebo, Brightwing, Murky, Tychus for Sunara, Garrison, Samuro, Abathur, and Sergeant Hammer.
The battle begins.
Very, very
10
easy. So,
seconds.
the build before that I would suggest was Dash because I really like the increased
4,
movement speed
3,
and then the range because you
1.
get further away. In this game, because of who we're going up against, and in general, because his range has been nerfed, I would suggest this is to go press the advantage. That is our E. This really, really short little skill. Technically, I would say it's a skill shot. Oh. Can still do some decent damage.
First blood.
Okay. So the question is, I'll go top. I'll go top. Really, they can stay mid. I'm not a bad solo laner. The Q that you're seeing me use is my actually I don't know what this thing is called. Overkill. Okay. W is my frag grenade, and then the E is what I explained before. My D is my trait, which is minigun. It used to you'd kind of have to wind it up. It was a really kind of a weird trait. Ooh, a little late on that. I wasn't paying attention, to be honest. Just trying to explain. What it does is actually percentile health damage to a target. So he's actually a very, very good tank killer. I'm not pushing in because I don't see them. I see 1, 2, 3, 4.
The altars
Then
rise from the depths.
So also good hint of advice, guys. If you really want to limit Abathur's effectiveness, always kill the one he's controlling, because then it doesn't allow him to get the experience. Again, I don't see them on maps, so I'm just gonna back up. It's not worth it. It's another thing I need to get better at is actually checking. I'm so stingy with my abilities that I don't use these enough.
The Raven Lord demands it.
Because it's worth checking.
This is the way of the Nexus.
Enough of this charade. Bring down
I done goofed. I done goofed. I done goofed. I forgot some was in this game. Okay, so we're not going in the rhythm. We're not going the bigger they are. I don't like negating the impact my I don't like negating the impact my trait has when they're below 40 or 35. Ooh. We're actually going to hold on to it. Oh god. Yeah, we're going to take it. We're going to try to stress the... We're going to try to stress the healing that Kerosene can provide and really maximize the damage that we can do. I was having trouble actually getting my ability to work. That was weird. And since we're not as concerned about the cooldown, and we're really not as concerned with stacking our trait, we're just going to kind of activate it when we need to.
That was rather violent.
Okay.
The orders will rise shortly, heroes. Be ready. You must capture them quickly.
Walk the walk.
Okay. Still got our sippy cup. Go stay bad, B-Wing.
Nice healing, Chief. Shut up and die.
Apparently everybody's suicidal. What is going on? Okay.
Be swift, heroes. Do not let the Gravekeeper's cronies reach the altars before you.
Typically I would go range. I'm not expecting to...
And it will not be stolen from me.
Sure thing.
Fire upon the core. Shatter it.
Gonna go back top. I'm actually gonna stay right about here. I believe this is about the range that I can still get XP. Let's see. Let's wait for one to die. Typically, I think you see there.
Man's gotta do what a
Okay.
man's gotta do.
So we're fine. And I'm just gonna let it push in. Like I'm not interested in going out deep because of the changes. I mean, typically I wouldn't be able to duel yet anyway, but I'm not interested in even trying.
I hope you got a plan.
I'm gonna let her push in. That's fine. And now we're gonna. As soon as Abathur goes on anybody, we're gonna back up. Like I'm not interested in that. Typically, I suggest just range, but that's when you can actually,
Sure thing.
you know,
Armchair General.
engage really hard. And you know, I'm gonna be playing not passively, but pretty careful.
Whatever it takes.
And I just really don't want anything to do with their team. My goal, and what should be your goal, is as much as physically possible, 0 deaths. When the team is down, it gives them way too much XP. And when you're up, it also forces you not to be able to press the advantage nearly as much. That is not a joke about my level 1 talent. That was just the verbiage that I chose. So you see even here, like I'm just not... I'm going to use my grenade to do some damage. Especially now that that is spawned, but I'm going to let her do her thing. Because of the nature of this map, I'm going to go with the laser.
I can get behind. Rushing me.
Now, if this wasn't quick match, and you were in Hero League, you should not engage when you are down and don't have heroics. It is not worth it. But since I know this is not Hero League, people are going to go crazy. I'm not going to waste my heroics. And that's really why you don't want to engage like that. It's a waste of time.
Your powers will be more great.
See,
Like
you
all
end up
the
feeding.
others.
It's just not. It's not worth it, guys. And really, I should be waiting on my grenade. I keep forgetting because I'm just trying to get some quick lane clear. But really, you want to use your minigun first because it does such good AOE damage. And I'm trying to basically keep Abathur from getting any work done whatsoever.
Oh, daddy like.
You got one tower, that's fine.
You're rushing me.
I'm just trying to keep Abathur really under control.
Shut up and die.
And you guys may be wondering, why am I always going after the guy who has the globe first? Is it means if I have to get out of the lane really fast.
I didn't hear no magic word.
We have lost the tower.
If I have to get out of the lane really fast, I can just... I already have the globe. I've gotten something meaningful out of it. I've allowed myself to basically use my abilities without being really punished. Also, I don't like the new Murky, as that takes way too long. So we got the towers. Is that a bait? Just gonna do this so I can get out of here. Oh, I'm not even gonna get out of here. Cool. Okay. Simply for the Lunara, I'm actually going to go with nanosteel coating. There are certainly times where I would still suggest the heal, but because I don't have any really priority high health targets, and I'm just going to let them know this is on cooldown.
The altars have risen. Activate
I'm going to just...
now.
Why am I not channeling? That was really bizarre. Cool.
A good kill. This realm will be mine, and mine alone. You have done well, heroes. Let the Gravekeeper know my power. Killing spree.
No? Alright. I'm not getting it by myself. Not really much at pushing lanes. Just gonna activate it for a little bit of damage reduction. It's got a pretty short cooldown, so I'm not too worried about it. And I'm just gonna go back. There's nothing going on the map, so going back is not that big of a deal. If you guys are in the same position as me and you feel like you're getting focus, there's nothing wrong with still going for the healing. Yeah, he's very dead. Oh, sweet lord, he's not. That is the real one. Really? Okay. Ooh, hello. Okay, we really want these to make it. I don't mind using that there. Just because the nature of this game is if you get these altars, they're such a huge deal. I'm going to go overkill damage to main target. I'm going to stay here. Just letting the team know. B-Wing, you can go top.
Walk the walk.
Lay claim to the altars.
She's doing a great job. You are doing awesome. I'll let her know at the end of the game. I'm very impressed by her Brightwing. She's honestly doing such a great job. She's making this game very easy on me, and I really appreciate it. Okay. I got both my nano steel coating up. This is risky, but
Double kill. What? I mean,
You have served me well, heroes.
MVP.
they played super well. That's I'm not kidding when I say that's literally one of the best.
Epic.
It's one of the best like teams I played on in not even joking a while. That was very well done. I feel like we coordinated really well. The Zebo was in some weird spots, but then that B-Wing would just jump in, and I wish I had that on video. Like I jumped in at the last second because I assumed he was dead, but she jumped in Emerald Winded. Just that was very impressive, and I really enjoyed that game a lot. As you can see, I was up there in damage, but Gul'dan is just a powerhouse. He's really who you should go to unless you really need a tank killer. But the build that I went for is really recreatable in any game, any situation. It's kind of why I picked it. But the thing I do like is he does have some build diversity now. People are complaining about the change to In the Rhythm, and then the that's the stuff at level 13. But there was such great synergy that you could have like a 13-second heal. No one has that kind of sustain. So when they broke those apart and made it after your minigun has expired, you get the heal. I actually think they made it more dynamic. It sucks, but it makes it more dynamic. So press the advantage I would suggest because they just nerfed his range. It doesn't sound like a lot, but they use basically he now is like I think it's like 4.5 or 4. I should have looked in game. It's really not worth looking. If you're in game, just hit C. You'll see his basic attack range, but this increases it. It makes it back to I believe what it was before, or a little bit longer. And then at level 4, really what I was doing here was I wanted to push them back, but also capitalize on that Gul'dan does poison damage. And Brain actually worked really well in this game, and I was very impressed. But what I was trying to do was supplement his damage, was really allow him to, even though he'd have gotten top damage anyway, make it really sticky, meaningful damage. So what this does is it takes them down to such a low number so fast that if he hits them with any of their damage, they're just forced back, and it makes Karazin's job very hard, which was my whole goal. If you're not trying for that, and you have it like also with Brightwing, I knew I wasn't going to get very big heals, so my goal was also to make it so that I wouldn't need or wouldn't penalize myself at level 13 by getting that's the stuff. So this allowed me to really hurt the Karazim, help the Gul'dan, and also just help myself. So at level 13, if I did go that's the stuff, I didn't have 13 seconds to wait. Excuse me. This concussion grenade sole purpose, and actually I was surprised by how much we didn't have to worry about Lunara. She played well, but I was actually shocked by how little of an impact she had on the game. Because part of why I did concussion grenade was just in case she also went leaping strike. I believe it's unstoppable. My goal was to get away from Samuro and her as fast as possible. The reason why I even survived the gank was an amazing Brightwing, and I'm not even kidding. She played amazing. I really am curious because I feel like, yeah, she felt like a support main. I don't know why I assume she. I'm actually surprised. Wow, what a diverse. Huh. Anyway, she played really well in terms of it was a Brightwing, so a female character. I'm assuming she's a dragon. I don't know. I survived against that Samuro gank partially because of her and the concussion grenade. I pushed everybody so far back. Draken Laser, the sole reason for this was its damage that I can sit and forget, and they don't have, except for Lunara, really any focus damage to take care of it. And then I'm really glad he went Rain because we had so much zoning with Rain, plus Gargantuan, plus March, Jesus, plus the laser. Like, there was no easy way for them to get in, and again, taxing the Karazim's healing. Karazim is a very good healer, and in fact, yeah, 30,000. So for the record, guys, don't go Transcendence. This allowed me to basically also target whoever I wanted. I don't love this heroic, but I also don't love Odin right now because I feel like once you pop it, you don't get a lot of value out of it. And especially in this game, I wasn't going to because I needed to drop something and run sometimes and keep it with my team to help them. The resistance on Odin would have been nice, but I think this was more important. Nano still coding, like all Samuro is auto attack, I believe. I think that includes. Yes, I don't think that counts as a spell. I did this because I assumed that the Lunara was going to go after me. So this probably didn't do me a lot of good in this game, especially when I popped it at the last second against Samuro. But I couldn't remember if this specifically, or typically they go the burning one where they deal AoE damage. I wasn't sure this was actually going to do basic attack or spell. I can't remember. So that's why I went that. Then armed pursuing rounds was also because if they're chasing me and I pop it right on them, it really, again, makes it a very bad choice for them to pursue me. So at level 20, what I would suggest if you are going against a team that has a lot of tanks is sizzling attacks. Focus diodes though on specifically on Towers of Doom though is just, I believe, the go-to. Big red button is fun if you can make a good use out of Odin, but focusing diodes is ridiculous and has killed me several times. But remember, if you are going to use this, you need to keep it focused on the same target, because the longer it's focused on the target, the more damage it does. Bob and Weave I've literally never used, and probably will continue to never use because I prefer these two, or these three. But this isn't bad if you couple at level 1, because you pop one, increase your range, pop it again, you get increased range again. The problem I feel like if you're going for this is just not enough of it. The way I build all my characters, and this may be a mistake, and again, Epic, if you're listening, because I'm tagging you in everything from now on, because you've said I need to get better and watch videos, so guess what? You're going to be my tutor. Haha. I always build my characters to have the most impact in a team fight. So as for instance with Nazeebo, I never get Ice Block. I hate Ice Block. And the reason being I'd rather stay in the fight, because Ice Block feels like one to me unless you have a very specific reason like a judgment or something. Even like Twilight Dream on Malfurion, you Twilight Dream, Ice Block, sit there, let your team do the rest of the work. But with someone like Nazeebo, I like to go Toads or Superstition because I'd rather stay in there, do a significant amount of damage, especially if I went for Hex Spiders that would give me more health back. I would much rather stay in the fight and almost kill everybody, or at least try to, or even peel, rather than just sit there and die and not really be of use in the team fight, which is why I don't really like this. Now, if you are struggling with positioning, this is not a bad idea. There are specifically talents built into his whole kit that are designed to help you if you don't know what you're doing. In my opinion, Dash is one of these. It helps you understand the importance of the globes, but also gives you more movement speed. We won't go into the rest too much, but if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll make a separate video specifically talking about talent diversity. But for the purpose of this video, the build that I show you, if you're not familiar with Tychus, I would suggest. I did go the bigger they are in this game for a very specific reason. If they have tanks and you have a very good healer, there's nothing wrong within the rhythm, and there's also nothing wrong with Master Assassin because it is overall attack speed. But if you're not good at knowing when to use your minigun, this will help you very much look at health bars. So that's why I'd suggest this one into That's the Stuff still, unless you are, again, struggling with positioning, then go Spray and Pray. But I tried to give you one that will be useful in the most scenarios, not for one when you are struggling with the character, but we'll see. I'd love feedback on the video and the character as well, especially if you were Tychus main before, which there's not very many of those, and you didn't like the changes. I would love to hear from you and what you would do differently. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. Feel free to contact me on Twitter. I'm very active. We'll be happy to talk to you guys. Haven't really been seeing any commenting, and I'd love to see more. So anyway, guys, peace out. I'll see you guys in the next video.